Hi guys and welcome back. Today we're at Device's Camping and Caravanning Club site, and as you probably seen in the title, I have bought a brand new car. Yes, I know I bought another new thing, but this time it's for a reason. I have bought a Mercedes A-Class Saloon. It's an A180D AMG line Executive Edition, very long name that, and it's the diesel. It's got 116 horsepower and it's got an 8-speed dual clutch automatic gearbox. And I did tow here, but on camera this will be the first time I'm actually going to tow with the car. I'm going to give you my first impressions and talk you through why I've essentially changed the car from the Fiesta. The Fiesta was a great car, and in the end I covered 27,000 miles in that car in less than 2 years. It was reasonably faultless except for the small gearbox issue I had, but other than that it was really very good. So yeah, this video is going to be talking about my new Mercedes and how I'm finding towing with it, and the ins and outs of, you know, collecting it to ordering and all of that. It's going to be a full in-depth video what's gone on. So yeah, let's go and have a look at the car, and we'll go for it. Well everyone, we're now in the car, my new Mercedes, as I mentioned earlier, and we're just leaving Device's Camping and Caravanning Club site. So yeah, this is my new car essentially. So I ordered this car on New Year's Eve 2021. I went to Mercedes-Benz of Taunton because another local dealership basically didn't take me seriously, didn't think I was going to buy a car, so they didn't get my business. But hats off to Danielle and Laura at Mercedes-Benz of Taunton. They were absolutely fantastic. Great service throughout. So I ordered the car. I ordered a black car. I was going in for a manual, but I ended up coming out of the auto after driving it, which is really what I wanted. But yeah, it was just more budget was the manual, but they did a good deal on the auto, so I went up with an auto. I went for black, but then I changed to blue, as I do like a brightly coloured car, and I'm really glad I went for the blue. So yeah, then I collected the car last week, 30th of March. It was a month early. It's supposed to arrive mid to late April. But the car, I had a call from the guys over at Mercedes, and they said, you know, Oliver, your car's ready. Do you want to come and collect it? So I said, well, yeah, of course. So then I spoke with my friends at Auto Tow Bars in Dorchester, who you'd have seen on my tow bar fitting video when I had the Fiesta, and they fitted that a detachable tow truss tow bar, just like my Fiesta, with dedicated electrics, 13-pin, to my car once again. And there's not many people I'd trust with my 3-hour-old brand new car, but as always the guys down there did an absolutely fantastic job, and they fitted the tow bar to my car. So now I had the tow bar, I collected the car, I drove it around for a bit, and it's now covered 653 miles. Bearing in mind I had a couple of days where I didn't actually drive this car because I was using a company vehicle because I was collecting caravans and bits and pieces. So yeah, I driving it around. Been really pleased with the MPG I've been getting. I've been getting around 60 MPG solo, but still not convinced what I'm getting towing. Last time I come out it was 30, but we'll see what we get on the way back from today's journey. But yeah, so why did I sell the Fiesta? That's probably the best place to start. Well, I collected my Fiesta before I passed my test. Mum ran around in it for a bit in June 2020, brand new. We ordered it from Brakes Motor Company the day before we went into lockdown. It's one of their stock cars, and we ordered the car, couldn't collect it because of the coronavirus lockdown. But anyway, we collected the car. I then passed my test in the October, but between July and October I was driving the car all the time anyway, with, you know, mum or dad beside me. And yeah, I obviously drove the car around and really liked it. So anyway, I kept the car. Obviously the tow bar was fitted in the next June in 2021, and I towed the Discovery with it a couple of times, and actually I was quite pleased with how it towed. Obviously it lacked power, it lacked torque. It was a 1 litre 3-cylinder petrol, so it wasn't going to have bags of power or torque in that case. But yeah, the car was great. Used to return about 47 mpg. Its problem is it had a small fuel tank. Now I was filling up 3 times a week at some points going to work, and it just didn't make cost-effective sense to keep that car, just from a petrol point of view, really. I vouch that if I was still working in where I live, the local area, and I wasn't travelling an hour, 50 miles every day, 100 miles there and back, I would have definitely been keeping the Fiesta, because it did everything around town, and even towing absolutely fine for what I needed. But for my longer commute, I also wanted something comfortable. You know, I wanted a few more mod cons and those kind of bits. So yeah, I changed it. So I, decided I want to sell the Fiesta now, and it was time to look at some different cars. So I started off and I looked at literally everything, and the first car I looked at was the VW Arteon. Now, if you follow the Tow Car Awards, you'll know that the Arteon did actually win its class and won the Tow Car Awards a couple of years back. So naturally, this was going to be a great tow car, and I considered it. I looked at it, but the Arteon is quite expensive. I could have afforded one, but it would have been like a 2019 maybe, and I didn't want a car that old. I wanted something newer than my Fiesta, but preferably brand new. That's what I wanted, really. So discounted that from a point of view that it was just a bit expensive, and I certainly couldn't afford a brand new one, so that was sort of crossed off the list. The car I really wanted, and if the order book was open I would have been sat in right now, definitely, was the Jaguar XE. I spoke with Hendy in Christchurch and Dick Lovett here in Melksham, just behind us up the road, and I discussed with them some options about trying to get one, and they simply said, oh sorry, here's Dick Lovett here, just next to us here. I forget it's here. We're in Melksham. Anyway, so I spoke with the guys here at Dick Lovett, and I spoke with Hendy, and they both said that unfortunately the order book is closed for XE at the moment. They're doing some really great deals on them at the moment, so it was a real shame, and it was a great car. I liked it. It was perfect for what I wanted, and the insurance wasn't too bad. It just all stacked up quite well. So yeah, it was a bit of a shame that I couldn't get the XE, but maybe it was meant to be. So anyway, I looked at some other cars. I went down a class size. Well, I looked at a BMW 3 Series, the new 3 Series, and I actually had a reserve on a black car with cream leather interior. It was a 320D M Sport 20 plate. It'd done 15,000 miles. It was a really nice car. One owner from new, BMW history, got all of it going for it. And then I got COVID over Christmas, so I had to cancel the appointment. And whilst I was in COVID, I was doing some between Christmas and New Year when I was isolating. I didn't have much to do, so I decided to look at what to do. And I come across two cars that stood out: Mercedes A-Class Saloon, Audi A3 Saloon. Both were exactly what I wanted in terms of economy and size. They both towed what I needed to, so it worked out for me quite well. So I looked at these cars online and spoke to the respective dealers who I like to use, and I spoke with the Audi dealership, and they were really helpful. But the comparable Audi was pretty much the same money. But what actually put me off was the 30 TDI Audi has a torsion beam rear suspension. It's not got independent rear suspension, and when you're paying over £30,000 for a car, you expect independent rear suspension. But so I thought, okay, well I have to go up to the 35 TDI, which means I'm going to lose economy. Anyway, so I looked at the A3, and it was really nice. The interior is really nice. But then I looked at the Merc, and for me, that camera over there, I'll be picking it up. Just look at the interior. This is the reason why I bought this car. The interior, the look, the fit, the finish, it just offers everything. Mercedes-Benz Taunton let me test drive the car, which actually Audi and another Mercedes dealership wouldn't let me do. And that sold me the car, the drive of it, and it was the one for me. So yeah, I didn't sell the Fiesta for any bad reasons. It was just simply that the economy didn't work for me in a cost-effective sense. So I decided to go for the A-Class. So obviously I've not got a full, it's going to be more of a first glance at towing because, well, I haven't done many miles towing with it, but the first thing you notice is the automatic gearbox. And I'm actually getting used to towing with an auto more now. I tow with autos at work, so I'm kind of used to towing with an auto, but this gearbox is more suited for sort of solo driving. It's got the paddles on the steering wheel, which I do use occasionally, especially when going up a hill, but other than that, it's fine. Power wise, well, there's plenty of it, plenty of torque. It's a diesel engine, 2 litre diesel with 116 horsepower, so plenty of poke, and it's done me very, very well. But yeah, I'm very pleased with how it's towed. The Caravan's as stable as always, and I'm really looking forward to exploring more with this car. Once I've covered about 5,000 miles, I'll do a bespoke video on the A-Class, what I've found, maybe some bits I don't like, bits that I love, and a general overview, costs, all that kind of thing of the A-Class, just like I did with the Fiesta. So when I hit 5,000 miles, which will no doubt be in a very short amount of time, I will do a full in-depth review of my A-Class. So yeah, I just need to say big thanks to Mercedes-Benz of Taunton. This is not a sponsored video by them, this is just my findings. From handover, delivery, purchasing, ordering, it was absolutely fantastic. So big hats off to them. Big hats off also to Auto Tow Bars in Dorchester for getting me in so fast and fitting my detachable tow bar to this car in just a couple of hours. So massive thanks to them again. And if you haven't watched our video with them originally on fitting my tow bar, please do click up in the top right hand corner, where I'm sure you'll enjoy watching them fit the tow bar to my Fiesta. So that's it from today's video, just showing you my new Mercedes A-Class. And if you've got any questions on this car, as always, pop them in the comments below. We've got plenty more trips this year booked with the Discovery and now the A-Class. So please do stay tuned, keep watching, keep subscribing, and stay tuned for more videos. So yeah, give us a like, pop a subscribe, and hit the notification bell if you haven't already. So yeah, thanks very much for watching. Cheers then.